And what's up once again, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into our third race of the evening here on Sunday for our second season of BOILeR Season 2, like I was saying, in week number 6. So again, welcome into our third race, like I said, ArrTeaSea against JimDrizzle to finish off our night here on Sunday. Get some music going. Much better. So again, welcome in one and all. For anybody new to us, what we do here is we both have the same save file. Both race as Isaac through the womb 2. Excuse me, sorry about that. Again, we'll do a best 2 out of 3 between ArrTeaSea, your Arizona Cardinals, on the left-hand side, and Mr. JimDrizzle, that SNES Powa, your San Francisco 49ers, on the right-hand side. Again, Jim looking to get up towards the top of his division, ArrTeaSea looking to move a little bit closer. These two are in the same division, matching up head-to-head for the first of 2 times this year. So this will happen once more this season. It'll be on the opposite sides of the screen, though. Doesn't really mean anything right now. We'll get to that in the postseason when it means more. Anyways, both of you two racers are ready. Let me see a couple shots around the room. I'll know that I can get you two started. In the meantime, let me explain that we do have 7 banned items in the league. Wow, Christina heard me instantly. Holy crap. Anyway, if that's the case, you'll be instant. Either way, though, you can not pick up Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, Toothpicks, or the Shovel. Again, you can take the Toothpicks, but no one's really doing it. Okay, there's them both hearing me. But again, you can reroll any of those items. You can take the Toothpicks out of those 7 if you choose to. Nobody has yet, though. Again, we'll explain them all when we get to them, but let's get this thing started, I say. So good luck to both racers in 3, 2, 1. And whenever you hear this, take on off. Good luck to you both. Again, we got ArrTeaSea on the left, JimDrizzle on the right. Both divisional matchups here, or both division opponents here, and this ought to be a good one, ladies and gents. So wish them both good luck. Again, here's the split link to get into both of their channels. And you can go wish both Christina and Jim a little bit of luck here. And they're both off and running, so ooh, very nice finds to start off with. We got RoboBaby on the left for ArrTeaSea. So she's going to have a follower with laser tears popping out behind it. On the right side, we got the Book of Shadows, 12 seconds of invincibility for Mr. JimDrizzle. So very good starts here. He actually didn't say anything good for 404, I don't think. I'm pretty... 16 later, he said something that made me laugh, but 404, not so much. Anyways, on into the curse room for Jim. Ooh, Guppy's Paw as well. That's very early, but still very useful. He's only going to take it for the actual pickup of a Guppy item. Again, there are 4 Guppy items that you can get throughout these runs. If you get 3 in the same run, you become a full-on cat, and it gets really interesting from there. We'll deal with that when we see it. Jim's got 1 piece already, though. Again, don't have to take it with you. You just have to have had it in your possession at one point. So again, ooh, just barely hitting that. A little bit of damage up and range up. That is a mismarked item with the Jesus Juice for Jim. And he'll be moving on to basement 2, slightly before ArrTeaSea, who gets a little bit of health up. And a lot of stuff in that lock chest. But she'll be right on behind him here, so about 1 room separating the 2. Yeah, the race right now between Bystro and Deathstar was 1-0 in favor of Deathstar, but Bystro had to cut the third race, or second race, I guess it was, a little bit short, so we'll deal with that in a little while. So yeah, at the moment, consider it kind of like a rain delay in baseball, I guess, for lack of a better term. Yeah, it's basically, we're just going to see if they can get the another time to meet up and actually get another race or 2 in, and we'll go from there. All right, on into a curse room. We got the Ouija board for Spectral Tears for Jim on the right side, so he's going to be able to shoot through rocks. On into his other rooms. Again, looking for a key still, so nothing real special yet. He needs a key to get into that item room. Oh, my pleasure, Tempest. How you doing, Chrono? Good to see you. Alright, Cat 9, well, I almost said fails. That's what we nicknamed it, but Cat-O-9 Tails for Jim on the right side is actually a shot speed increase. He's not even going to worry about Lust trying to hug him. He's going to pop that 12 seconds of invincibility and stand real close. Alright, possible 2-for-1 for Jim. No such luck. Gonna get a lot of money, though. Also, that item rock with no key to get into it. So, again, no such luck. He's gonna have to leave an item room behind already, unless he happens to find some miracle key here. But with no bombs, no keys, he's got nothing else he can do. So, moving on along. No item room there in the basement, too. So, sub 4 minutes, even without that item room. Alright, Shoop to Whoop for ArrTeaSea on the left-hand side. Basically a one-time use of Brimstone. Again, if you guys were here for the vendor race, you may have seen a GIF involving that Shoop to Whoop, which I kind of need to get my hands on because that was way too good. But there was a little kitten shooting Shoop to Whoop. You'll see why I say it's too cute when you actually see ArrTeaSea use this item. It's just way too cute. I'm sorry, but it is. Put that on a cat and it's just like, yep, winning. Holy crap, Alplano, no kidding. Thank you. That's awesome to hear, actually. That's really, really cool to hear. So again, we got the treasure map showing up once more. JimDrizzle's going to be able to see all of the floor, or all the rooms on his floors on his mini-map. Again, it will not distinguish which one is which, so it's not going to tell you, hey, this one's the boss fight, and hey, this one's the item room. That's the compass. But you're going to be able to make really educated guesses. So for example, Jim knows one of his special rooms is going to be all the way over on the far left here. Unless he just really gets unlucky as hell. Nope, there's that boss fight, like I was saying. So again, still no key. He's going to have to make a decision if he wants to go back for an item room or not. Maybe he gets lucky here and gets a key out of this item rock, so we'll see. It's not very different on the casting rig. Switch out the video card for a 680 and the processor for a 3770K, and that's really about the only difference. Alright, so about halfway through Gertie on the left for ArrTeaSea. Just about called her Christina halfway through her name. Either way, growth hormones for Jim. God damn it, I cannot say the name of that item. Hormones. I can say that. I can't say growth along with it, though, for some stupid reason. Either way, damage up and movement speed up for Jim. Why I can never say that, I have no idea, but it is the toughest damn words for me to say. What's up, Rogue? How you doing? Sorry, that's Rouge Boy. I'm sorry. I think I'd noticed that, being that I used to play a rogue all the time. People would call me Rouge and I'd get pissed. Either way, Devil Deal and Cat-O-9 fails. Wow, great Devil Deal for ArrTeaSea, but do you take both? I would definitely take the Pact in this situation. I don't know about the Mark. That decision making, oh god, so many decisions. They both look nice. I'd definitely take the Pact. They're both damage up and, Alright, Pact is damage up and shot speed increase. Wow, she's gonna take them both. So more damage up and speed increase, along with, as you see, 3 soul hearts replacing some of the red hearts that Christina spent. But ArrTeaSea moving on with a lot more damaging build here. Speaking of devil deals, we got Spirit of the Night. Wow, and Dead Cat for Jim. All the devil deals forever. So we've got Dead Cat, so 9 lives for Jim. He's going to spawn each time with that 1 red heart. He was already down low enough, he might as well. And Spirit of the Night is flying in Spectral Tears. So, wow, this is an interesting run we got a brewing here, folks. Yeah, why not both? Why not Zoidberg? Actually, we need an item called Zoidberg that isn't so awesome in the next race, or in the next game, I should say, in Rebirth. Just so you can say, why not Zoidberg, and take it. There needs, Edmund, if you're listening, make this happen, please. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, into an item room for ArrTeaSea. She's got the Anarchist Cookbook. That would be random bomb spawns across the room that would explode for you. Yep, and indeed, we're 2 out of 3 pieces of Guppy, hence why Jim took that, by the way. So again, 2/3 of the way there. According to Meatloaf, that's not bad, and especially for a Caves 2 floor at this point. Jim's a pretty good way towards being a cat. Again, if that happens, the flying ability will be kind of moot for him. But the ability to shoot out flies out of your tiers as well, that's going to make a difference. We'll see if he can't happen to find that third piece of Guppy. He's going to look for challenge, or not challenge rooms, curse rooms. Eddie. Rename Abel to Zoidberg. Why not Zoidberg? Had a Zoidberg follow that literally just like scuttles around. Whoop, 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 whoop. And that's all he does. Oh, I love it. By the way, for those that are wondering why we call JimDrizzle SNES Power, he actually plays with a SNES controller. I'm not joking. There is a USB adapter you can get for your computer, hook your Super Nintendo controller right on into it, and you can play with it. So he set it all up just for that. So if you ever hear the SNES Power, go check out his page here, along with ArrTeaSea side by side, and you'll be able to see his controller cam. You can actually see him playing with that controller. Which I gotta admit, I'm a big Super Nintendo fan. That might have been the reason I had him in the league, was the Super Nintendo controller, so... I'll be real honest, that swayed me in and of itself. Yeah, and play with it. Yep, Ducat misinterpreting things for weak sex, ladies and gentlemen. Casper. Oh yeah, you put the quotation marks around that. Jim into a curse room, gonna get a little bit of help up here. Again, just about to hit the 10-minute mark, as we are just about coming to the end of Caves 2 for him. ArrTeaSea just slightly ahead in Depths 1 at the moment, though I do mean just slightly. We'll have one more room to clear for Jim here, and he'll be on to his boss fight. Yeah, he means crotch. Eddie. Alright, there you see that shoop to whoop, and you understand now why. You put that on a kitten's face, and it looks hilarious, by the way. Nonetheless, ArrTeaSea using that very, very nicely here. See, nothing real special on in that room. She's leaving behind the red patch, which, as you saw, if you took damage, would give you a chance that it would up your damage in the room that you're in. Yeah, this gonna be fun. Oh, God. You gotta work tonight. That day is not gonna be fun. Unless you really enjoy your job. They're few and far between, but if you do enjoy your job, rock on. If not, sorry. That does suck. I assume there was sarcasm laid on very thick with that statement, though. Alright, Sun card again. Wow, both have a Sun card right now. So again, full-on map reveal, full heal. Now, this could be interesting. Also, damage to everything in the room. Jim getting what could be. Indeed it is, a Curse of the Labyrinth XL floor. Wow, wow, this setup. That's a long way around. Jim's gonna get directly to both of his item rooms on his way to his 2 boss fights, though, so might as well just start making your way to the right, because, praise the sun, there's your map. Yeah, double sun power. Yeah, it's a really good thing Jim had that Sun card. If you're on an XL floor, that's a really good strategy right there, to go ahead and use the Sun card. Just get the full-on map revealed, know exactly where you're heading to, because otherwise, can you imagine if Jim walked over to the left and then, well, maybe it's to the up part here. Nope. And then, tried that one little, part that breaks off to the downside, and nope, that's not it either, and then had to make his way all the way over. That's a huge floor. That would have been a large amount of time wasted. So again, he's just about to tie up to where ArrTeaSea is at, as they're both going to get to their item room momentarily. We got the Spelunker hat for ArrTeaSea. She's going to be able to know when she comes across her Secret and Super Seeker rooms. It'll play a noise and show up, and you can actually see with the Liberty Cap there. She knows where it is just off of there. Liberty Cap gives you random mushroom effects in every room that you're in. Added into that is the Compass. Don't really know why. Not really sure how that's a mushroom. Moot point. Compass is in there or something else that can get that can happen. You saw ArrTeaSea actually saw where all of her stuff on her minimap was without getting to see the rooms themselves. So that didn't really help out much in this case. She knew she was heading the correct way already towards her boss fight, but that can be very useful. We saw 17 puffins, I think it was, in the first week, and then we saw a couple people this week actually utilizing that. Ready? Absolutely cynical. There's a link for you. Ha! I win. There's a link to ArrTeaSea and JimDrizzle's channel side by side, so definitely give those two a what's up and head over to their channels. Anytime, Cynical. How you doing tonight? Alright, still no keys for Jim. Can we get lucky with one to spawn at least? No, so still moving on along. He does not want to have to leave another 2 item rooms behind here. Any keys would be good. Fate. They're there. They're there. Alright, so ArrTeaSea just about done with Monstro. A couple more shots. There you go. Again, Magic 8 Ball mismarked. That is actually shot speed increase, not tears up. She'll be into her devil deal. Nothing real you can do. Oh, that's evil. That's just evil. She wants Brimstone too, I betcha. Brimstone's so useful. Alright, D20. Nothing real useful here for Jim. That could come in handy if he's got a couple extra items like that heart laying around, though. Excuse me. D20 will reroll stuff on the ground, like, let's say, hearts, keys, bombs, coins. The D6 will reroll pedestal items, so there's the difference between those two. I've seen a few people ask that. Alright, not even going to bother gambling. Jim apparently isn't even going to... He's going to see if he gets a key to drop first before he spends time gambling, would be my guess. Yeah, Brimstone plus Shoop to Whoop equals doubly awesome? Yes, D20 can reroll trinkets. Yes, it can. Another good point. I forgot to mention that. Thank you. There it is. Thank you, Otaku. Alright, there is that extra key find. Jim going to make his way all the way back to that first item room that he came across. Like I said, why gamble when you can actually get a key spawn for you as you're clearing rooms that you have to anyways? A friend mod, it's your friend's grandma. Alright, so there's Jim's item room. Game Kid this time, so that's an interesting one. And he is going to take it with, so that will turn you into Pac-Man. You'll be able to actually eat enemies, and if you had the need to, you would heal yourself randomly on some of them. Christina, ArrTeaSea, sorry about that, picked up the scapular. If she gets down to half a red heart, you'll see 1 full blue heart spawn for her. Speaking of blue, she's onto her blue mom fight. So again, Mom's Foot in blue tends to spawn, well, it only spawns expansion level enemies, like those splitting spiders, the jumping ones. In this case, the greed head as well. And you still have to watch out for her foot, just like you normally would. Jim gonna bomb on through that nasty room so he can just fight these last ones and get onto his Mom Foot fight. So we'll find out which one he gets momentarily. There you see that Sun card usage. One good way to go about killing Mom, especially if you're low on health, play it really safe like ArrTeaSea just did. Sure, you aren't going to get that map use on the next 2 floors, but hey, you're alive. So there's that. Also on the right, we see Jim doing a spawn trick right here. He's going to take meat, which is health up and damage up. Again, what he did was he paused the second he picked it up, and you can actually hear the enemies spawning in while you're paused. Wait until you hear them all, unpause, and like you see, they're all going to be on screen. We allow that to happen because it's a little bit of a risk. Again, Jim doing very well clearing it out here. That use of Game Kid was very handy for him. Nonetheless, it's a risk, so we allow the racers to take that. And again, Peep just about down. There you see the last little bit for Jim, so very nice find right before his 2 boss fights. And he'll get Monstro as well here real quick. Monstro 2, that is. Watch the little trick. Watch Monstro's face. 1, 2, move to the other side. 1, 2, move to the other side. Keep that pattern going. You're in good shape. Again, ArrTeaSea also in pretty decent shape right now. In her womb 1, in the utero 1, I should say. In her womb 1. Wow, that's going to get misquoted as fuck. Either way, though, ArrTeaSea working through one of her last 2 floors, if I should say it that way. Again, all she's looking for is a boss fight, maybe an arcade, maybe a Seeker Room, Super Seeker Room if she really absolutely desperately needs it. If she's real lucky, she'll get a couple of arcades, or libraries, I should say. But again, that's all a bunch of luck at this point. All you really want to find are your boss fights. On that note, Jim finishing off his Monstro 2, getting a little bit of health up, and onto his Mom's Foot, which is going to be gray regular Mom, so nothing too special about her. Now, Inner Womb 1. And what's really funny about ArrTeaSea's name? It's my initials. Just gonna point that out. The irony involved here is just amazing. On that note, she's come across her boss fight here, so we'll find out who she gets momentarily. She stole my compass. Wait, you mean she didn't pay you for that usage? What? What? Yeah, it will double up. If you already have, let's say, the question was if you have Liberty Cap and let's say that you've already got, like, the... Oh, that was really, really trolling by that boss on ArrTeaSea side. Either way, let's say that you've got the all stats up mushroom, the magic mush, and you've got Liberty Cap. It will double up the effect from time to time. It doesn't matter. It will just literally double up your size at that point and give you another stat increase on top of it. So yes, it will double up. Alright, ArrTeaSea finishing this off. One other spider to take care of. Staying on the far side of the room from this. There it is. Alright, a little more damage up and range up for ArrTeaSea, along with half a heart. Oh my, an XL floor for JimDrizzle on the right side. So again, he's just going to be looking for 2 boss fights. I guarantee I know where they're at, and he is working right towards them on the left side. So again, he has only got a few rooms to clear. ArrTeaSea going to have to really rush with only these 2 hearts. Again, Jim, if he dies, will come back to life 8 more times, but with only 1 red heart each of those times. That's not a bad thing, honestly, Final. You'd be really surprised. The XL floors, especially in races, let's say, like right here. An XL floor, if you head directly to your boss fights on the womb, that's all you're looking for. There are no items. So if you head straight over to your 2 back-to-back boss fights, you're in luck. That saved you a ton of time. And a lot of real nasty rooms, for that matter. So you never know. It could work out very, very well. We'll find out if that is, or if these are his 2 boss fights coming up really soon. And again, ArrTeaSea going to have to work on over towards her. She can see where they're at, thanks to the Liberty Cap giving her the compass effect. Question is, how do you get there? Man, that's going to be a tough call. Jeez, that's a super secret that she's next to on the left. So that's going to die there. She's going to have to go up to the top, I believe. So we got Teratoma for Jim for his first boss fight. Again, does not need the heals off of his game kit. He's probably going to wait on that one. Alright, ArrTeaSea agrees. She's going to head up towards the top and see if that breaks over to the left, I believe. Indeed she will. Yes, it does. So, alright, she's going to be making her way towards her boss fight. But again, Jim making up a lot of time here as he's got back-to-back boss fights. We only race through the womb too, which technically he's on. So again, all you have to do is kill off Mom's Heart or get a Mom kill on your account. Looking at Magic D250 on that one. A little bit more health for Jim, and he's going to be on into the boss fight here. So again, Mom's Heart, full-on 4 hearts for him, 9 lives just in case. Again, ArrTeaSea does not have many more rooms to clear fighting Loki right now, so let's see those Mr. Cools. Yeah, this is a really low health up race, and both of these racers are doing a phenomenal job about it so far. There we go, there is a Mr. Cool for you. Thank you, Gonzo. And Monty, thank you too. Alright, so ArrTeaSea, I think, has got... let's see, if that's right there, then yeah, 1 or 2 more rooms to clear. Though again, Jim already about 15% of the way through this boss fight. Will it be too little too late? Again, ArrTeaSea with way better damage, though. Again, only the 1 heart at the moment. We'll see how this plays out. Oh, no. That would be why I said that, because if you get caught behind that and Chubb decides to charge you, yeah, that's gonna be a painful portion. So close. Oh, already beaten to it, never mind, there you go. But again, ArrTeaSea all the way back to the start. She may just sit there for a minute because she knows full well Jim's only got a little bit left to go here. And again, we do a best of 3, so do not count her out in any way, shape, or form, because we'll have round 2 coming up momentarily afterwards. But again, Jim gonna work on through what should be the last 70% or so of his Mom's Heart fight. So far doing so good, no hits taken yet. And again, she's going to sit there and wait because she's pretty much got the same thought. Although down to 3 hearts now. Again, Jim also has those 8 extra lives, remember, so he's still got plenty of other chances at this one. Hey, good night, Crazy. Have yourself a good one. So much poop. So much poop. Oh, let alone these knights. This'll take a moment or two. Yeah, Jim never got damage up stuff whatsoever. He got 2 or 3 guppy pieces, never got lucky enough to find that third, though. That's exactly what he'd been hoping for the entire time. Whew, that dodge. Dem dodges. Wow, I hate those knights, but very nicely done there by Jim. So again, just a little over 50% to go here. Still at 3 hearts and 9 lives for that matter. And Duke of Flies will be an easy one to rip on through momentarily here. Yeah, meat gives you damage and health up, correct. Yeah, Duke juke him. I've got balls of... Well, I know how to feel around and dodge things. It would have sounded wrong if I didn't explain it that way, but I've got balls of feel. Jim channeling Jim Harbaugh. He isn't yelling at anybody, though. He doesn't have that blood vessel popping out of his brain. I don't know how... Well, maybe when he was the Bears quarterback, sure. Even at that point, he was yelling at everybody, though. Alright, so we're working just about the 50% mark. Chubb just about dead here. Hopefully. Wow, that damage. Only the 1 damage up off of the meat so far here for Jim. Yeah, it looks like ArrTeaSea is going to move on along here. Yep. Link for you. It depends, is he wearing khakis? You'd have to ask him. There's a split link, you can ask him yourself. As soon as he's done with the race, I'm sure he'll answer you. Oh, Logcat. Did he carelessly whisper that, Otaku? Oh god, you're not. Oh god, you're not. Alright, how about a little more damage up from Blue Baby Soul? Why not? Jim's gambling, ladies and gents. Oh god. Yeah, good old Famine, everybody. Already beat me to it, but... for Famine. Wow, check this out. Hey, Jim, you want to see where the rest of the stuff on your map is? Pick up that crystal ball. You can see it. Again, the funny part, he's going to because, oh god. That may hopefully spawn a soul heart, and it does. So he's back up to 2 hearts here. No round for Jim. No, we've had longer boss fight than this. We had Diana, who had literally 0 damage up during her run. That also got through it completely, but yeah, no damage up for her, and she still got through this fight. Yeah, damage. Shut the fuck up. Nobody heard that. Especially not her. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No, I'm kidding. No, you have to take Isaac. God damn it, she's here. I mean, hi, Diana. How you doing? Good to see you, Diana. Casper! Oh my god, that's evil. Alright, a couple more night spawns here on Jim's side, so he's gonna have to work through these again. And again, very nicely dodged to this point. There you go. Very well done. Nothing happened. Casper lies. He's still got to get his internal compass back, so yeah, he's going to wait this out. Casper's lying. What's up, the hell? Blah, 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 blah. What the hell is wrong with you? I got it now. It took me a second to read your full name. What's up, the hell is wrong with you? I love your name, by the way. What the hell is wrong with you? She can keep it for the week. Yeah. Oh, wait, thinking about it, you have the week off next week? I don't remember now. Yeah, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that should be somebody's name. Blah, 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 blah. How the hell do you spell that, by the way? Either way, Jim doing a great job dodging here. Ooh, man, getting a little too close on that one. How on earth did the one enemy slide over and up? That was weird. Either way, down to about the last 5% health on Mom's Heart. And now would not be the time you want to take 2 damage. I'll let you know that. You're gonna dodge off this one last time. This should do it for Jim, though. 1 or 2 more hits. Wait for it. Boom. There you go. When that light appears, and that way down to Shale. Woo! That was over a 5-minute heart fight, ladies and gents. Jim gets to get his hand stretched out. Yeah, that heart pumping for him. Nonetheless, a 1-0 lead for JimDrizzle on the right-hand side. My goodness. That was a hell of a fight, man. Battle of attrition. Victory, 49ers. So again, you see a 1-0 lead for Jim on the right side. Give us 1 minute here. We're going to get both of these racers reset and start it up again on round number 2, so they'll both reset all the way back to the beginning. Excuse me. We'll do another round here. Jim will look to win that and take it 2-0 on the night. ArrTeaSea going to look to win it and force a pivotal game 3. So again, give us a brief moment here. We'll be right back with you. Thank you again for all the support. We give you the link to both of their channels. Tell them both great race and good luck in the next one. We'll be right back with you in a minute. Alright, we're back and we're clear. Is it kind of funny that we have the arcade music playing as Jim just won the last round while gambling during his mom's heart fight? Anybody find... anyways, moving on along. Like I was saying, moving on along, we got round number 2 just about to start up here between Mr. JimDrizzle, who won the last round with about a 29-minute run. By the way, if you want, reset your timer, by the way, Jim, just in case you didn't remember. Either way, though, about just shy of a 30-minute run there with a battle of attrition to finish it off against Mom's Heart. But again, excuse me, he's got himself a 1-0 lead over his divisional opponent, ArrTeaSea, the Arizona Cardinals. So again, he's going to look to take a 2-0 victory. ArrTeaSea going to look to even this up at 1 match apiece. So again, excuse me, real quick, if both racers can hear me, if you guys would, well, guy and gal, I'm sorry, would fire a shot around the room, let me know that you guys are ready. Guy and gal are ready. You knew what I meant? I just supplemented that again. What's up, Har? How you doing? Looks like ArrTeaSea might be ready. There's that reset of the timer on Jim's. And looks like they're both ready to go here. So again, good luck to you guys both. Let's get this countdown going from 3, 2, 1. And whenever you hear that, take off. Good luck to you both. Again, we're going to race through the womb 2. Jim going to look to win it 2-0. ArrTeaSea going to look to tie this up and force a pivotal game 3. Oh, excuse me. So again, bear with the delay. They're listening to me on my stream, so it's whenever they actually hear it. You'll see a very slight delay between the two of them actually taking off again. Just like that, and there they both go. So we got Inner Eye, wow, and Book of Shadows again. So triple shot on the left for ArrTeaSea, and we got 12 seconds of invincibility on the right for JimDrizzle. I explain it every time, Hacksaw. Again, I'm doing the countdown for them, which means that they have to watch my stream. Now, again, I have to upload stuff from my house to Twitch servers in Virginia, which then have to send it out to both Michigan and California in the cases of these two racers. So there's a little bit of travel time involved in that, so bear with it, guys. And again, on into that first boss fight room here for Jim. Ooh, actually still got hit by that bomb. I thought he pushed it far enough away. But apparently not. Curse room for ArrTeaSea, nothing special. Boss fight incoming now. And she's going to wind up with Monstro. So again, kind of the same theory with this one. It's still going to do the same jumping and kind of the same shooting pattern that Monstro 2 will do. Slightly different in the aspect, though, that you kind of don't want to keep it in the same pattern. Wow, check this out. First floor I am error room for Jim. A little bit useless there as he already had his way onto the next floor, but is going to wind up with Spider Butt for free if nothing else here. I'm sure he's not going to want it too much. And 1 penny shy of picking up the sack of coins for 15 cents. That's cheesy. That's a cheesy I am error room right there. That's not so good. Nothing good about that room came out of this. A little bit of extra money, but nonetheless, you have a random chance, a 6.6% chance that you'll teleport with any type of teleport into that room. Gives you way down to the next floor and a couple of items, usually either for free or, in that case, a stored like I am error room. But again, not really so handy. Jim had already finished off his boss fight, was looking at his other pills, and now gets no chance to take them. But he knows what his telepills look like, so Magic D250 would be a happy man if nothing else. Oh, check this out. And technology on Jim's side. Yeah, there's those rock hands. Jim's a very happy man. I saw that one. So he's going to be happy with this laser tier. Again, we got a real nice build going on both sides here, so both racers have to be happy with this. There's Dad's Key. I just saw somebody asking about it. What that does is every 2 rooms, you're going to actually, as long as there's enemies in the room, be able to force every door open. So we'll see if Jim puts this to good use or not. For example, if he really wanted... Oh my god! How about Sacred Heart on the left side for ArrTeaSea with triple shot? Oh my. Well, this is going to get a little more fun. How about damage, serious damage multiplier, let alone homing shots, let alone knockback, and somewhat form of piercing on those shots too. Carry item. Also, you get a health up and a full heal. Dad's Key can be a bit overpowered. Wait till you see an XL floor. We'll wait and see if Jim uses it the way I'm thinking. If not, I don't know if we made a link to it or not, but Wolf has got a, if somebody wants to get the highlight of it, Wolf has got a highlight that actually shows exactly what Dad's Key can actually do for you, if somebody wants to link that up for us. Because I don't know that we made anything for it yet. I'm not sure. Anyways, there's that same God Room. ArrTeaSea doesn't have to worry about it. Picking up a little health up, and she's onto her Caves 1. So again, both on a Catacombs expansion version of the Caves 1, but both on the same floor here. Wow, check that out. So 2 golden poops, one of them giving the counterfeit penny there, the other will probably be a bunch of cash. And lo and behold, lots of money hiding in that one. So there's the 2 options you can get out of golden poops, both in the same room. Tower card will be a bunch of random bomb spawns, same as the Anarchist Cookbook for ArrTeaSea. Absolutely. If I could spell. Let's try that again. There's how you spell the link correctly. We'll have the link for that that video shortly. It's in Wolf's highlights, if nothing else. Wolf 21, our Giants racer. And I'm sure somebody knows where that's at, but we didn't make a bot command for it yet. There we go. Oddity. Sorry, I called the Audacity for some stupid reason. Anyways, got the link for you right there. See, Ravager, you're supposed to write vice grips in there and money before that. Alright, so fighting through on the left side, we see Christina melting. By the way, I call ArrTeaSea Christina quite a bit, so bear with that from time to time. Celtic Cross there just showing up, but melting through Gertie Jr. here. So 5 seconds of damage shield with that Celtic Cross randomly enacting whenever you actually get hit. Cat o' Nine Tails will up your shot speed on screen by 16%. Excuse me. Yeah, both have really good builds going right now. Technology 1's phenomenal, especially if you can get some power for it. Or damage, I should say. ArrTeaSea, enough said, has Triple Shot and Sacred Heart. I don't think you really need to say any more than the last 2 words off of the end of that sentence, but beside the point, Triple Shot and Sacred Heart, not going to argue that build. Yeah, a time when Cat o' Nine Tails is actually a pretty useful item. Right here. Sacred Heart really slows down your tier. Alright, another Sun card showing up. So again, full heal, damage to everything in the room, and full-on map reveal for Jim. Again, that counterfeit penny that he's holding on to gives you a chance that as you pick up coins, you're going to get 1 extra coin along with it. So pennies might be worth 2, nickels might be worth 6, so on and so forth. But yeah, these builds are... Woo! I wouldn't mind either. I would gladly take either of these starts. Again, given the choice, I would take ArrTeaSea's, almost no question between the two, but beside the point, I would take both happily. Yeah, this is... I hate this room that Jim's in, especially when you have these tiers that you can't angle whatsoever. It makes it a lot tougher on you. There you see again that damage shield for ArrTeaSea. She's just going to face mash everything now. Early on Polaroid, too. That's interesting. That's been showing up very early for all of our racers. Let's see, store for... Ooh, ho, ho, ho. Alright, now that could get interesting. The Havoc could definitely be an interesting item for Jim. We'll see what he chooses to do, though. He's going to have Monster Manual that would spawn 1 random follower for the room. However, time and a half damage multiplier on Book of Belial. Forget about the Habit, forget about Dad's Key. He'll take the damage. Alright, ArrTeaSea not going to worry about that item room, looks like, unless she happens to get the box of items here for a key. But that tower card will spawn all those bombs across the room, do damage to Peep for her. And clear out the center of the room, except for that one stupid little block. How that survived, I have no idea. Alright, so a little bit of health up for ArrTeaSea. She'll be moving on to her depths. Ooh, getting a... Ooh, I was going to say getting a loading screen, but only got a Curse of Darkness, so no mini-map for ArrTeaSea this time through. Again, Jim just looking at his Caves 2 boss fight, so not very far behind at all right now. Gonna take that half a heart, so he's got a little bit of safety here. Gonna also fight Peep, though wide open room for him. There's that Book of Belial, time and a half damage multiplier. You see his laser is now slightly larger, doing a lot more damage for him. Well, the other trick with that Wolf highlight, what Wolf did, if you get an XL floor and you have Dad's Key, for example, now that it's out of Jim's hands, I'll go ahead and explain this. What happened there is that Wolf got an XL floor, got to his first boss fight, and had the charge on his Dad's Key. So while he was in that boss fight, popped Dad's Key, walked right into the second boss fight, skipping right over the first one, saving a ton of time. Same thing, every 2 rooms you can open up doors that would open up after combat, so the room Christina's in, ArrTeaSea, would only open the top door. But again, that's where kind of could come in handy with Dad's Key, depending on what you do. So let's see, Curse of the Lost for Jim adds a few extra rooms onto the floor. Hey Chubb, bye Chubb. A little bit of range up for ArrTeaSea. Now, if you were smart, you'd go check that out because she's kind of on camera. Doubting people on the internet. Because it totally matters. Alright, Abel once again, really not that helpful, but he'll move in the exact opposite direction that Jim does. Fire in the exact opposite direction as well. You can see that ladder coming in pretty handy for him at this point, getting a little bit of a heal. And ArrTeaSea coming across her boss fight already, moving right on in. Oh god, again. Really. Every time she races, I swear to god, this thing shows up. The Mask of Infamy again, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to be kidding me. Why not Abel? Why not Abel? But again, ArrTeaSea's least favorite boss by leaps and bounds, the Mask of Infamy. Again, especially with these homing shots, this gets to be kind of a pain in the butt fight. And especially if the bombs make it go the exact opposite direction. Wow. Oh, come on, homing tears. Do something for it. This is getting evil. This is just getting downright evil. Dragonfly. Subs. Dragonfly's here. You know what that means. Everybody spaz out for Dragonfly. Oh, God, that mask. In before F the mask. Feel free. Yeah, I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. F you, man. F you, mask. F you. That thing is seriously a troll. God, that thing is such a troll. One day what I'm going to do is I'm going to wind up buying a punching bag for ArrTeaSea that looks exactly like the mask so that she can beat the crap out of it whenever she wants to and just have it like bounce back up and keep walking back into her fists. Like, remember those clown punching bags when you were a kid? Same thing. I want to make one of those for her. We need to get on this. This needs to happen, guys. I love that wall of spaz out every time Dragonfly shows up. Thank you, guys. How you doing, Dragonfly? So again, you see Abel, again, will fire out in the exact opposite direction that Jim does. He's okay, but again, watch out for some of your bombs. I've seen him do some real stupid things with them. No pill usage whatsoever for Jim. We'll keep that Sun card. Yeah, 2 stress balls. One shaped like the mask, one shaped like the heart, so you can just throw them into whatever you happen to have near you. Yeah, Sacred Heart? Awesome, no problem. Ah, Mask of Infamy, son of a... Yeah. Exactly how this game works, too. Every time, I swear. Oh, ArrTeaSea's not in a bad shape at all right now. Like, keep in mind some of the comebacks that have been made tonight, like Puffin's comeback earlier. Like, we thought for sure Boss had a ridiculous run going. Puffin still made a ridiculous comeback on him. So believe me, that nobody's out of anything at any point in this league. I barely ever will flat out say, nope, this one's over. It takes a lot for me to get to that point. Because anybody can win at any time. There's so much random stuff that can happen. Again, look at, like, you know, Tornus and Lawcat's race. Like, if you use up bombs in the wrong place and then you can't get through a room, you're screwed. So, you know, anything can happen. Quite honestly, in any moment, anything can happen. And that troll engine, do we need to say more? If I could spell, I'd be dangerous. There you go. The better way to do it. Critty's got it. I love that one. Thank you, Mosk, for screwing that up. I just type exclamation mark opponent. Wait a minute. Alright, there's a small rock. Speaking of that damage up somebody made... Wow, speaking of other damage up... We got the small rock on the left side for Jim. That's damage up, fire rate increase, and movement speed decrease. On the left, we got Stigmata for Christina, which is damage up. Well, wait a second here. Damage up and health up. She also teleports directly into a god room and gets Guardian Angel, so a double speed orbital. That took you that long to type, didn't it, Dragonfly? Alright, so let's see. Kinda useless item in that store for Jim. He got the Steam sale, which would give him 50% off anything in any store from here on out, which chances are probably going to be Greed on his next floor. And again, he's only got one more store anyways. Really not worth getting. And again, going to wind up with Gish as his boss here, so we'll wind up with Little Gish as a reward. Again, a follower that will follow directly behind him, firing out these black tar shots. Alright, so fighting the Blighted Open on the left side. ArrTeaSea just about has that part down, although you gotta watch out for the blood. You gotta watch out the direction that you take it running in. Again, very nicely done. There's Diana's crown, Pageant Boy, for a little bit of money. ArrTeaSea will be moving on to her third floor. Jim on into a God Room, getting the Scapular, which again, if he gets down to half a red heart, will spawn one full blue heart for him once per room. I probably did. Wouldn't shock me if I said left and left. Really wouldn't shock me. In all honesty, I've done much stupider things, so that seems like something I would do. Most likely said that. So on the left, and then also on the left. Probably did that. Wouldn't shock me. Alright, an extra bomb for Jim. He'll be keep moving on here. Again, he has no keys at the moment, so if he does come across an item room, he has to get that key to spawn first. Not bad though, Reg. Not bad at all. Any little thing helps, man. Absolutely, Ebony. There you go. On the bottom of that first page, you should see all the schedule remaining for the week. We only got the one more night this week. As soon as tomorrow night finishes up, we'll update it for next week's schedule as well. So bookmark BOILeR.org. That front page will let you know exactly what you need to. And thank you guys for the compliments on the voice. I appreciate it. Wow, seriously? Again on this? Mutant Spider, quad shot for ArrTeaSea. And right on into her 2 boss fights. She'll probably skip over that second item room here. So, wow. These runs tonight. So many quad shots. So many quad shots. Not a bad thing, but wow, so many quad shots this evening. Unbelievable. Alright, a little more damage up for ArrTeaSea. Also health up with the meat, and she'll be on to her second boss fight, the Hollow. Yep, we've seen Triachnid quite a few times this year, actually. I believe we've seen every boss fight in... don't quote me. I think we've also seen every variant. That's going to be questionable. We may have gotten close to all the variants as well. We've also seen every single item show up this year. And it only took about 5 full weeks to do that. Let's see, we got the Yum Heart, so Judgy, no thank you on the right-hand side. So that'll heal up Jim for 1 full red heart. Would every time that he used it and it recharged. But again, not as good as that time and a half damage multiplier with Book of BOILe. We'll see that used momentarily here, right after the Curse Room. And nothing good on that first one. Troll Bomb is trolling. Oh, that dead cat. Yeah, there's that third piece of Guppy. Only 1 race too late for Jim. So he's going to pass on that. He does not want 9 lives in any way, shape, or form. So again, time and a half damage multiplier. And Gray Mom for Jim. So he's going to get all normal level enemies. Nothing too scary about this one. And this is a good thing, Angie. Cuddle away. Believe me, you will never hear... Wow. You will never hear me complain. However, you'll hear ArrTeaSea complain about this floor layout. What on earth? Are you kidding with this? So, to get to her 2 item rooms, she would have to clear an extra, wow, like 12 rooms and then make her way back towards the boss. That is just... What? That floor. I'm thinking ArrTeaSea may skip both of these item rooms. Holy mother. That's an XL floor, ladies and gents. That's how they can screw you over. So again, lots of people like him. Sometimes this happens, though. So we got the Polaroid for if Jim gets down to half a red heart, which that will probably not happen. Moot point, though. He's going to wind up getting a 5-second damage shield. It would also allow you into the last floor of the game, which we're not going that far, so don't worry there. Loading screen also going into the womb, so we'll see if it doesn't happen across another XL floor. He also got wire coat hanger. That'll be tier rate increase for him, so he'll fire more often. Wow, that was a long loading screen error. There we go. Now we're moving on for Jim. Again, never touch anything. Just let those play themselves out. Too late for an XL, though. That took way too long to load. So Jim will be moving on. He's going to save that sun card for the last floor, it looks like. Again, ArrTeaSea making a very quick catch-up here. Going to move on towards just the 2 boss fights. Not going to worry about the 2 item rooms. So it's still anybody's game by any means. Jim could take a while to find something here. You never know. Though he does have that sun card again for a full map reveal for the 2nd floor here. Also a full heal whenever he needs it, so we'll see if he has to use it early or not. Yeah, good old Golden Hollow. All the money. There's that multiplier again for Jim on Book of BOILeR. So making sure he gets through these enemies a little bit quicker. And a dead end right off the bat, so one of the 7 bombs going to be used here by Jim. Christina not going to worry about her. She's just going to keep moving towards those boss fights. 2 more rooms to clear after this. And Jim getting no luck so far. We'll see if this one doesn't happen to break towards a boss fight somewhere. Wow, that was close. That was a little too close with that Diglett. Alright, anything else good? This keeps going over to the left. We'll see if he doesn't get lucky. Again, ArrTeaSea just has to clear out these last 3 enemies. She'll be on to 2 straight boss fights here in the depths. Last race was won by the boss, 2-0. Sorry, 2-1. I can't do math. And again, we got Gish as a fight for ArrTeaSea, so she'll wind up with little Gish following around behind her. This is where I worry about Gish not spawning the item. I've had it happen 3 times. Twice on cast, might I add, where I did not get little Gish after this fight. It's always on XL floors. I really worry about this. Yeah, don't try to fool me. I totally heard that. You heard nothing, Water. You heard nothing. Okay, maybe you heard that. Okay, well, no. Alright, does Jim use that sun card right now for the full heal? Oh god, that's close. Okay. Oh man, this is gonna be close. What do you do here? Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, there's that full heal, damaged everything in the room and map reveal, so now Jim's gonna go directly towards this boss fight. Again, that's why you saved that sun card. He's gonna skip over some rooms here by going through his secret. And nothing special in those fires, you never know, might as well put them out while you're waiting. Alright, so thankfully Little Gish showing up for ArrTeaSea. That strength card will up all of her stats by 1 for this mom fight, and again, girl special about her. We got the Lover's card for Jim, that'll spawn 2 full red hearts, so he can take 2 hits and then immediately get a full heal out of that, very nice. You know, I read that as Gish based off of Windows or Monstro, and I'm like, well, it does crash often, probably Windows? So it took me a second to reread that and realize what you meant. Yeah, Christina wound up having to fight ArrTeaSea, that is. I'm sorry, I should tell everybody I know ArrTeaSea is Christina, and that's very hard for me to break that habit. Either way, bloat on the right side real quick, but yes, ArrTeaSea died with a Sacred Heart. She came across the Mask of Infamy, and yeah, enough said. When you only have 1 heart going in there, you're kind of a creek without a paddle. Yeah, Gish is from one of Edmund's earlier games, Gish. Go figure, same name. But that's actually your main character. You control that guy during the game. So we got the box of items. Jim gets 1 of everything. Temperance Machine or a Temperance card would spawn a Blood Machine for him. He's going to take that Lover's card instead, no questions. Oh, wow. The other 2 pieces of Guppy. He could have been Guppy on this run. Instead, he'll take Guppy's Paw. That'll turn every red heart container he has into 3 blue soul hearts, so lots of health up there for the cost of 1 red heart. Very, very worth it. And now he's going to take that Temperance Machine. This is going to play out nicely for... I see that smile. I know what Jim's thinking with that Temperance Machine. I know exactly what he's thinking with this. You are a sneaky bastard. I see what you're doing. Alright, so as you can see, because Jim has no red hearts, every time he gets hit, he'll get a 5-second damage shield enacted from that Polaroid he's holding on to. So, with the Temperance Machine, he can get himself hit anytime he wants to, and then just faceplant Mom's heart, for example. Now again, he doesn't have any orbitals, so kind of moot point on that one, but he can still stand really close and not worry about a thing at that point. He's got tons of health, too. Yeah, exactly. When you go into the Mask of Infamy fight with 6 hearts, you're up a creek without a paddle, nonetheless. So true. I hate that fight. Everybody hates that fight. I saw the smirk on Jim's face when he picked that up and moved on to the next floor, so I'm assuming that's what he's thinking of doing here. Again, he's got no orbitals, so face planting's not going to help as much as you'd think. And again, it would do the same thing to just face plant into the center, but hey, you might as well. And again, at that point, if you're in a boss fight, let's say you have money equals power, and you have a temperance machine, and you have the same build that Jim has with just blue hearts. Let's say the boss does hit you, and you have that temperance machine. Walk right over and use it. It's not going to hurt you. Oh, that was a cheap shot by that troll bomb for Jim. That was just cheap. At least he didn't get hurt on the way back out, so moot point. Exactly, see, everybody agrees. Mask of Infamy can go die in a fire. Everybody hates that and the green bloat. It's a trade-off between those two as to which is worse. But again, right now, ArrTeaSea down to just 2 hearts, looking for a boss fight here. Speaking of that, Jim has found what could be the ender here, so he's looking at Mom's heart fight. Again, ArrTeaSea gonna have to really turn the gas on at this point. Jim's got himself a lot of health. Yes, correct. They're running full-on DLC. We both have, why can I not think of the name? Platinum God save files on both sides, so all the items are unlocked. Alright, time and a half damage multiplier for Jim with that Book of BOILeR. Dropping bombs in the center to take out these early spawns. I was going to say, I'd probably hold on to my bombs at this point and wait for those night spawns. Exactly, 1.48 on the version number. We got Wrath of the Lamb installed and Platinum God, all the items unlocked. And again, Jim already halfway through. You can see that face planting at this point totally unneeded. But again, that Temperate Scarf would do the same thing. Like I said, if you had money equals power, you'd be making a ton of money right here. There's that 5-second damage shield. Excuse me. And just a little bit more to go. Jim can just literally faceplant this here. Take all the damage in the world and it wouldn't matter. A couple more hits. There you have it, ladies and gents. A 2-0 win, though a very close race at both times there. Again, ArrTeaSea taking a cheap death on that first run, and again, that real cheap Mask of Infamy death doing her in on the second run. But another sub-30-minute run for Mr.